Hello friends, welcome back to Notebook. In this chapter on the physical features of India, we shall study the concept of tectonic movements, the formation of our country, and the diverse physiographic features that have enriched her. To get ahead with this journey, let us first understand the composition of the Earth's crust, what tectonic plates are, and how and why these plates move to form different physiographic features. The outermost layer of the Earth is called the lithosphere, which is the crust of the Earth combined with the uppermost mantle. The lithosphere is broken into huge, irregular slabs called tectonic plates, made chiefly of the high-density oceanic crust that is rich in silicon and magnesium, along with the lower density continental crust that is rich in silicon and aluminium. On an average, a tectonic plate is about 100 km thick and rides on the underlying viscous layer of the mantle called asthenosphere. A major tectonic plate is one that is more than 20 million square kilometers in area. How many such major tectonic plates are there on Earth? There are 7 major tectonic plates. These are the Pacific Plate, the North American Plate, the Eurasian Plate, the African Plate, the Antarctic Plate, the Indo-Australian Plate, and the South American Plate. In addition to the major plates, there are several minor and micro plates. Here they are on your screen. But how do such massive plates move? Equally important, what happens when they move? Tectonic plates move due to 2 reasons: gravity and convection currents within the mantle. The rocks at the lower levels of the mantle are subjected to higher temperatures. As a result, they become less dense and move towards the top. The cooler rocks from the higher levels are denser and sink towards the bottom of the mantle. This causes the convection current. What happens when these tectonic plates move? Let us consider 2 plates. When they move, they can either come towards each other or they can drift away from each other. When they come towards each other, they collide. When they collide, one plate can slide below the other. This is called subduction. They can also push each other up. In both cases, the new boundary that is formed between the 2 plates is called a convergent boundary, giving rise to landforms like fold mountains. When the 2 plates collide, they can also slide past each other. In this case, a transform boundary is formed, the result of which can be volcanic mountain, a ridge, a fault line, a rift valley, or a trench. When the 2 plates move away from each other, a divergent boundary is formed. When this happens on the seafloor, magma oozes out from the rift, solidifies and forms ridges on the seafloor. When this happens on land, valleys and volcanoes are formed. When the rift is filled with water from streams and rivers, lakes are formed. When the rift is very wide, the crust can become thin enough to cause a part of the continent to break away as a separate tectonic plate. The water from an ocean can rush in to form a new sea or basin in the rift zone. Now that we understand how plate tectonics affect the physical features of the Earth, let us find out how India was formed. India evolved from the ancient supercontinent called Gondwana land or Gondwana. It existed some 550 to 180 million years ago and comprised today's South America, Africa, Arab countries, Madagascar, India, Australia, and Antarctica. Gondwana land collided with North America, Europe, and Siberia to form the supercontinent Pangaea. The northern part of Pangaea was known as Angara land, also known as Laurasia, and the southern part was Gondwana land. Here's what happened after that right on your screen. As you can see, the Himalayas are far more recent than the Peninsular Plateau, which happens to be one of the oldest land masses on Earth. A large basin was formed when the Himalayas rose from the Tethys Sea and the northern part of the peninsular plateau sank. This basin was filled with sediments deposited by the northern rivers and the rivers flowing in the southern peninsular plateau. This eventually led to the formation of the northern plains rich in alluvial deposits. Here's how the continents were formed. We shall join you again in the next video. Till then, do go through the notes and the question bank compiled specially for you.